This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now, 180. We're good.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 68 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. 41's coming. 41's coming.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
On second and goal, Carr, he's got it, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And it's caught. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 27. To throw is Watson. Screen play, Johnson. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Watson. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Under 56. Mike.
On the ground, this is Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's got 4. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
After the run, Watson gonna throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Maurice Hurst coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On second down, Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Hey, 734, express.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, 180.
55. Hey, watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40, and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Watson flush to his right. David Johnson here on the catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. On 1st down, Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. This complete to the tight end Clay. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 13. Check 13.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Carr, he's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some...
That's caught at the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Johnson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Reset. 19. To the car. Slam.
From the 41, Watson dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On first down, Carr. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the first overall pick in 2002 by these Houston Texans. Spent 5 years as the Texans starter, and then he would eventually spend 6 more years as a backup in the league at various spots before calling it a career. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
To throw, it's Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Second down and goal. Carr. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56 is the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. He may try and run, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is that...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the toss, here's Johnson. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
25, check, 26. Watch the shit.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. No. 54. 56. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
From the gun on third, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stepping up, he'll try it. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr, and once again the Raiders are back out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bring it.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Under 10.
From the gun, here's Watson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Corey Littleton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watson. It's complete. Stills. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go.
Watson now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check 31, check 39.
He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.